not easy to say.
I think it's not working, right? Bandits only 4 players.
Yeah, looks like one guy's missing.
Looks like a remake. Oh, and finally we got our last player. Okay, nice. Only graphic bugs
Okay.
here, so
Yeah.
everything fine. And we see the first engagement. Blue
Yeah.
side team, 5G, very aggressive here. Trying to
Yeah,
focus
they're trying-
down the light and medium classes.
Yeah, and oh,
And Watch is going
They're pushing-
down.
they're pushing kind of aggressive, and Classico can do whatever he wants. So
Good focus here by 5G. Toxic
Yeah,
Matt
it's
really struggling to stay alive,
yeah,
but now he's still
because
alive.
he gets always pressure from two sides. Yeah, but
But he,
okay, it
even
looks
with
like
not being
this
that,
match is
but even by not being super pressured, he didn't stand a chance doing enough damage to focus one heavy down. And that was a very, very, very fast clap here. I like to see it. Not because my dear friend Matt is losing, but the very aggressive playstyle here is very, very nice to see.
Yeah.
And let's see if they can come back in the second round.
for everybody who's wondering. You can it's always a 5v5, so you cannot join and instantly join the fight again. So it's all the time a 5v5, but with fair conditions between both teams. And looks like they literally changed the strategy. They're trying to protect Matt way better this time.
The problem is the first light class already got focused down, and if Watch is dying, they're lacking their best combo to kill a heavy. Because if you use the Scorpion Snare on a Chain Dart, you also reduce the opponent's resistances, and then you can have a good big burst into them as a musket. But they don't stand a chance, even in round 2. No one of 5G going down, and Trauge refusing to fight here. He knows it's over.
Yeah, would be good. Would be a dream if we win this 5v1, but yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he's a short sword, and I think a surrender is not an option. He should have tried to kill Classico. Because as a short sword, you can always pressure a musket.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Bandits had a little conversation there going, because they started later into the fight. Matt had to use his escape already.
Yeah, now
they're getting the combo off. Nearly
Now
the
they're
combo.
trying to go different strategy.
They're trying.
The musket and the chain dart is trying to focus Classico this time. So
Yeah, I think that's a very valid strat here, right? Just focusing down the most squishy target. Also, Classico is doing a lot of damage, so if they manage to take him out, it's a big advantage for them. And this time, Voji is managing to stay alive way longer.
yeah, it was the right strategy, but
Yeah, I mean, they nearly pulled off the combo I was talking about the Scorpion Snare into Musket Burst, but the timing was not perfect. So Classico lived way longer than he should live in that situation. And it ends up in the third loss, and Trauge standing as last man for the third time, I guess.
yeah,
And
it's
there
an
we see-
annoying job, but
It's tough, but I mean, as a heavy, you should expect. As a heavy, you really should expect to get ignored a lot of the time, especially as a short sword.
yeah, because you can take so much damage, so it's but this time they're not able to focus Classico again. Katak is working very well against Chain Dart.
Escape on Watch is out, so he's living in danger. But now Classico is getting focused.
Okay.
Yeah, but they can't burst him. They can't burst him. The heavy peel is working
Bandits
great.
have no hero advantage. And
Oji killed Classico in the end.
It looks like they're winning the round at the moment.
Absolutely.
Matt is running, but they still can focus no Frost main, and good catch from the musket. So okay, now it's getting kinda hard here for 5G.
Yeah, I think Bandits has now a big advantage, and they should bring this round home. Very, very strong performance by them. Like, it's so hard when you lose like 3 rounds very, very dominantly, and then get the courage back, rethink your strategy, and come back stronger. I really like to see that. And I would really love to see some Bandit hype in the chat for the underdog really going to the absolute limits of their performance. And also I want to see some hype for Andruban and Petbog living an insane duration here. They're fighting...
They're spending so much time, they're healing. They was able to heal so often, but now Bandits will end this now and bring this round home.
Yes. Petbog here try harding for the kill on Voji, but it's not enough in the end. And Bandits can take their first round home.
Yeah, solid comeback from them.
Do you think they can reproduce it? Will they win the next round?
At the moment, the first touch is over, so everybody knows the first threat of the enemies, and which here they are targeting first, for example. So now we will see who will make the best tactical decisions now. Because at the moment, Matt didn't get focused.
Yeah, but he's also staying very far away from the battle. So he has very limited DPS. But he's looking for the snipe on Classico again. I think that's a good idea, to not try to DPS the heavies.
Yeah, but 5G didn't push him since the start, so...
But he goes down.
They try to focus the tank first, and then they go for the light classes. So they make at the moment pretty good tactical change. So
I mean,
still last man standing, Trauge.
Yeah, Trauge, the man of honor here.
Yeah.
But one interesting fact I noticed, Matt swapped to double escape on the musket. He's not playing fine gunpowder and giving up a lot of DPS, so he really put a high value in surviving, especially against their team here, which is very heavy dominated. Not a bad idea, I guess, because he's not able to use the map to kite the opponent, so he might really rely on having kick and the skirmisher. And Min commenting, typical LOL mistake, focus down the tanks for the win. I mean, that's partially right. I think in CB it heavily depends on your team comp, because shortbow right now would be able to focus down tanks. But yeah, with a musket as a damage dealer, it's not the best strategy.
Yeah, you always need to remember the players need to play a little bit different, because we have some specific rules for on this tournament. For example, the only fight area is down in the valley. You can't go over the sides, for example. And so it takes advantages, for example, from muskets. You can, for example, use the structures inside of the area so good.
Yeah, right.
So
I think
it's an understandable idea to go on double escape and take less damage from them.
Yes, I think it's a bit difficult to decide because the problem is their team is already not that damage heavy with the 3 heavy setup, and sacrificing a big amount of DPS on the musket without having a short bow might be dangerous, because we saw in a lot of battles that 5G is dominating damage-wise.
Yeah. Matt. Matt is trying to make some damage there, but yeah. Yeah, but interesting strategies again. Because this, for example, Classico gets at the start more pressure, but for this time, for example, they first focus the chain dart.
I mean, I think it's a very very smart decision to. It's a very smart decision to swap focus targets, especially if there are several viable options, because then the opponent is not able to fully adapt to your strategy. And I really appreciate it that they have a very active and good, very reactive and active shot calling in their team. And I think 5G had a really dominant win here. I think Bandits had a good fight back. They've shown that they can compete on this level, but they need to improve on a lot of little things, I guess, and have to play around their strength of the musket chain dart combo a bit more. Maybe the combo's not that great for playing this little field here.
Yeah, you see it in the stats. So, for example, Toxic wasn't even possible for him to make 100k damage.
Yes.
But Classico, with his 2 escapes, he made at least more than 3 times the damage of him. So maybe gets protected much better. But in my opinion, props on Trauge. He was very, very close to reach the 1 million damage in a deathmatch.
Also doing decent damage against heroes.
He didn't make. He tanked a lot, so.
Yeah, he tanked a lot, but he also did a good amount of damage here. So
for short spot, 180,000.